Hi, Jeff Big Daddy Wayne here, Thrill Seekers, and I know you want to thrill. That's why you're taking a look at my YouTube channel and listening to my wisdom, my viewpoints, and hopefully a little humor. Now, we've all seen this awful commercial for Ancestry.com where some idiot hops around saying, we believed our family was German, so we used to wear Lederhosen and dance. And it's the most repulsive commercial at all. That he says he went to Ancestry.com and he found out the family was really Irish, I believe, and he's drinking probably, I don't know. I just put it out of my mind. He just switches to whatever the culture is that he supposedly came from. Now, I want to tell you, I find this disturbing in a number of ways, and I want to tell you why. First of all, if you want to know what your ancestry is, you should have some conception through your mother and father. You know, if you're from a German background, a British background, a Latino background, a Korean background, you probably have talked to your mom and dad. Oh, you've been identified by some schoolmate, perhaps in a derogatory manner. I never knew that when I was a kid, I heard a kid call another kid Shanty Irish. And I asked my mom and dad about that, and they say that was a bad name for Irish. And see, my mom and dad were very good. They could have said a bad name for mix, another disparaging word for the Irish. Also, remember the word paddy wagon comes from all the Irish that used to be thrown into the wagon that went to jail. They called them paddies. So there's disparaging words for every group. Anyway, it would seem that you could ask your mother or father or your grandma or grandpa, where did you come from? Ba-da-da-da. What were the back names? Look at the family Bible. They usually have a record there. And there's always some remote relative, some elfin aunt that lives in some cramped quarters somewhere, smoking, who remembers everything that ever happened and remembers every relative. This could be your own investigative project where you don't have to pay some company that says, give us your spit and we'll figure this out for you. And let me tell you why I'm dubious about this, okay? There may be somebody like me working there. So you send me your spit. I could claim to have analyzed it and make up anything I wanted. I see your name is Ratzenberger. I go, obviously a German or some Austrian, and then just make up some stuff. You're 10% British, 80% German, and the rest is all God knows. Also, 164th, that guy, Ward Churchill, that professor, said he was 164th Cherokee Indian. Ladies, we're all 164th something. That was bullcrap, Now, as for my own ancestry, I'm white trash from Kentucky. I would be afraid to find out my lineage. It probably will run to a couple cousins, and the inbreeding amongst these people are incredible. What can I tell you? I just confess it, That's where the jokes, jokes have some reality, What do you call a virgin in Kentucky? Any girl that can outright her brother and sisters, Why wasn't the Virgin Mary born in Kentucky? They couldn't find 3 wise men and a virgin. I've had to hear these jokes all the time, Was there any inbreeding in your family? Let me ask my Uncle Daddy. I mean, of course, nobody complains about that, because we're the one group that don't protest. However, I am going to reveal here on my YouTube channel, Big Daddy Knows, my ancestry. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I just don't give advice. I take my own advice. I went on an extensive investigation to my family background, no matter what I felt. I am a direct descendant of Adam and Eve. This is Jeff Big Daddy Wayne saying subscribe.